Well, first off, good job. Everybody did real positive, good energy. I was feeling that. So we needed that. We needed that uplift after such a hard week of competition. So I'm proud of y'all for bringing it to me. But one thing I really want to point out, whenever we sign up for something like this, which is a combat sport, we have to really understand that this is a lifestyle. It's not just a plaything, it's not just halftime, it's not just something that we do leisurely. Leisurely means that we really don't put our all into it. Leisurely means that it's just something that we can really do without. In here, we in a situation where it's almost life and death. It's not like that to a degree because y'all still in the Pee-wee leagues, but naturally, the mindset when we competing, we out for blood. Like the other guy that's attached to another team that's fighting in the other corner, he's not your friend, and she's not your friend. They all have the same goal in mind, and that is to win. And if that involves hurting you, they are willing to do that happily. So we have to go into each fight, each practice, each repetition, full well knowing that that is a possibility. But I want to be the guy that's doing the hurt. I want to be able to look in the other corner and see this other person fearful, tearful, not wanting to come back out. I make a joke to my older guys. I say, man, when people use the word, man, it's fun boxing, it's fun boxing. I always say it's only fun when you win it. It's just like the casino. You know, y'all too young to understand that, but when you get older, you will. It's only fun going to the casino when you're winning. It sucks losing. It sucks losing in anything. But what I've learned, what life has taught me, is something real profound. And that is, sometimes to get things right, you got to get things wrong. On this journey, as you train, you're going to make many mistakes. Many mistakes. There isn't a person who ever aspired to be great at anything, whether it was basketball, whether it was being a rapper, whether it was being a singer, whether it was being an actor. I can guarantee you they made thousands of mistakes. Every entrepreneur, every CEO has made thousands of mistakes. But what makes a mistake does not make it impossible. Impossible is just a word. Now, there are some things that are impossible. Like if I tell y'all, hey, look, one day I'm gonna jump in the sky and fly like Superman. That's not practical. That's pretty much impossible. But what makes the thing possible is knowing that somebody else has done it. Knowing that it's possible to do it. It's possible for you to be a champion. It's possible for you to change your circumstances. It's possible for you to be the first Olympic gold medalist female out of Texas, for that matter. It's possible for you to be a champion. You know why? Because at one point, Floyd Mayweather was your age. At one point, Muhammad Ali was D2. At some point, Mike Tyson, Tyreek. I can guarantee you this. Everybody who's ever tried to be a champion in life, everybody who's ever been a soldier, everybody who's led a charge, who's led an army, everybody who's competed in any type of contest has felt the urge to quit. Promise you that. I did, and I still do. In life, it happens. Sometimes I want to quit in life. But I always draw something, a memory back from when one of y'all pushed through something. Or when I was little and I had to push through something. All of these small battles that we are going to incur on this pilgrimage is going to be some Gatorade for when y'all get tired of life, when life is kicking y'all in the ass. For whatever situation, whether it's a loss, whether we just lost a fight, whether we just lost a parent, whether we just failed a class, whether somebody just pissed us off at school, all of these little life lessons are going to put you in a position to make a choice. And I guarantee you, quitting is going to be an option. It's going to always be there. It's going to always loom in the back of your head. Everybody who's ever wanted to be a champion had an urge. Every lion has felt it. Every king, every soldier, every warrior has felt the urge to quit. But I'm telling you, quitting sucks. It's a sucker way out. Because the minute you quit and you see the people around you start doing what you aspire to do and what you tried to be is going to eat away at you forever. And you're going to wonder, what if? Don't live your life on this what if principle, this what if principle. All of y'all have an ability that I, at y'all age, wish that I had. Remarkable talent. I didn't get turned on to boxing until I was 24. Now, my dad introduced me to me when I was 6. But I didn't start it until I was 24. I was aspiring to be a football player. That's what I wanted to do. My life was centered around that. When I was y'all age, I was pulling tires behind Walmart parking lot. My mom used to have to come pull me in the house. You know why? Because I was small, man. I was little. So everybody else playing football was big mountains, big, gigantic, muscle-bound super freaks. So everybody was like, man, you ain't gonna be able to play football. You too small, you too small. So I knew I couldn't grow, but what I did say was, you know what? I'm gonna outwork everybody's ass during the summertime. When everybody was playing Nintendo, which is like PlayStation 5 for y'all now. I was outside, man, training, jogging, running, regimenting my diet at a very young age. I was telling my daughter the other night, I said, you know what? I don't really know what it's like to ever quit at something. Like everything that I've ever tried to do and tried to be, I never quit. Like something had to force me to stop. Just like I was telling Prescott yesterday. I said, even because Prescott was like, hey, coach, man, how long do you think we could be able to be doing this? I said, man, until we like 80. Like until God decides to pull us out and put us in the pine box and put us 6 feet under. And that's by force. I'm not going to choose that. I'm not going to choose to quit. No, even now. Man, I want to fight. I wish I see y'all and I envy y'all energy. I live vicariously through all of y'all accomplishments. When y'all win, I win. When y'all achieve, I achieve. When y'all get it right, I get it right. Which is the reason why I keep coming back. Which is why I will never quit. I don't have that in me. So when I hear the word possibility or impossible, I think about y'all. I think about life. Because I remember one thing, and I'm pretty sure y'all might be too young to remember or just don't really have a brain functioning right now to remember. But at some point in y'all life, something very simple was impossible for y'all to do. Something very simple. Walking. At some point, you could not walk. Neither could you. Neither could you. Neither could I. Now, I don't remember that far back, but it was impossible to walk. You were a baby. It was impossible. Well, so they thought it was impossible, but over time, eventually, you started getting one step at a time. Now, when you tried, you fell and bust your ass a lot. You fell on your face, cried, probably scared the hell out of your parents, and all that. Whenever y'all was trying to take a step, they was following behind y'all just like this, making sure that you didn't fall and hurt yourself. Now, when we wasn't looking, y'all still got y'all little asses up and tried to move around and walk. You fell. It happened. But at some point, I can guarantee you, your parents never said, okay, forget it. You ain't gonna ever get it. So stop trying. Just stop trying. No matter how many times y'all failed, no matter how many times you hurt yourself, no matter how many times you got it wrong, no matter how many times you cried, I guarantee you, your parents never said, okay, that's enough. Don't try anymore. Just quit. Just stop. No. They kept motivating you to keep trying. Because eventually you are going to get it. That's what's important. Eventually you're going to get it. No, maybe it may take you longer than Zalon. It may take you longer than D2. It may take D2 longer than Joshua. It may take Isaiah longer than Jax. But eventually, with 1 foot, 1 step at a time, you will get there. But if you quit, you will never get there.
And you're gonna be a sucker.
If that torments your mind, you know what that does? It creates a cancer. And then you pass it on from generation to generation. It's definitely like a plague. We want to break that generational curse. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be absent, that you're never going to feel that again. It's going to always be there for you because everybody has a great divide between us all. We have a good us and a bad us. The Chinese and the Asian culture call it the yin and the yang. We all have that. But we got a choice on which one we want to feed. It was a old Indian proverb. They said, hey, listen, the son came to his dad and he said, hey, Dad, I'm having some issues within. It seems like there are two wolves inside of me that's fighting. One of the wolves is a good wolf and the other wolf is the bad wolf. You know, and I don't know what to do. It seems like they're just always fighting at the time, but I want the good wolf to win. Dad, what should I do? His dad told him, you need to feed the good wolf. You need to starve the bad one and feed the good one. That's how you win. So I'm not saying that it's going to disappear. You're going to wake up in the morning and the idea of quitting is just going to be completely gone. It's going to always be there. But if you feed it, if you feed that idea, if you nurture that idea, it becomes you. See, the mind is a powerful thing. Very, very powerful. Ali said it before he was the greatest. Yep. He said it before that. I am the greatest. Yep. Before he even had his first fight.
Yeah, the first fight. He wasn't even boxing.
He said that.
Not professional.
And it came true.
He believed he was.
You believe it. It starts with a belief. Everything that anybody has ever wanted to be started with an idea.
Started with a seed.
Started with a thought. That was the thought was the seed. Now, idea must become action. So we can have an idea of whatever it is that we want to do, but if you put no action behind it, nothing will never follow it.
You don't water.
It's simple.
No
where the mind goes, energy flows. I guarantee you, if you know someone who, excuse my French, is a piece of shit, I guarantee you, if you stay around them long enough, they start talking like that, like the things that they watch on TV, the friends that they have, the family members that they envy, the icons and heroes that they envy. You can see it. I promise you that. When I was y'all age and I was into this football thing, when you came into my room was full of Sports Illustrated posters and crap all over the wall. Because that's what I aspired to be. Now I had friends that used to smoke weed, used to hustle a little bit on the corner. When I went to their house, they had rappers and gang paraphernalia and all types of crap all in their home. Because they surrounded themselves with that energy. See, energy is powerful. Energy is neither lost nor destroyed. It's simply transferred from one spot to another. That's why you see millionaires hanging with other millionaires. That's why you see homeless people hanging with other homeless people.
Eagles don't quack like ducks.
You don't see the lions hanging with the deer. That's not how it works. You don't see the wolves hanging with chipmunks. It don't happen that way. It doesn't. You gotta understand that in right now, you are completely different from every athlete at your school. You are completely different from every person in your classroom. You guys are warriors. You have to surround yourself with the battle. You don't have the advantage of thinking like everybody else. So everybody else should be an anomaly to you guys. Because they're not warriors. It's battle drums inside y'all heart. Naturally, when you coming in, you training, you ignite that fire and you ignite that flame. And that should burn it should burn daily. It should never go out. Ever. It may flicker, but that's fine. Because the world is going to always provide darkness. But the smallest flicker of a flame cancels out the deepest darkness. If we was to cut off all the lights in this building and I was to light a little bitty match 1,000 miles away, everybody's eyes would immediately focus on that light. Everybody. And you'll create tunnel vision. That's the only thing you'll be able to see. And you know what happens? It destroys the darkness. Now it's no longer completely dark. So which is why that flame, that warrior's flame that burns inside y'all, no matter how dark it gets on the outside, no matter how dark the world turns, no matter how dark your situation gets, man, light that match, man. Create that tunnel vision. You got fight in you, all of y'all. I believe in all of y'all. I want to be 60, 70 years old, watching y'all come into to Coach's gym and inspire other kids to be great and not quit. Because I remember a time when I was y'all age and Coach was telling me a story about the light and the dark. And there were times when I thought about quitting, but I stuck with it and now I'm a champion, and now I can come back and lead y'all to the promised land. All of y'all have that ability in you. But let's start feeding the good wolf. Let's start surrounding ourselves with positive people and positive things. I tell my coworkers all the time, I say, man, we gotta start operating out of our imagination and not our situation. Because our situation is not permanent. It's not. Some of y'all don't have advantages that other people have. Some of y'all may come from a broken home. Some of y'all may not be the smartest in your classroom. Some of y'all may not be the prettiest, may not be the handsomest. And that's what it is. Some of y'all may not be the richest. Some of y'all don't have Jordans for every outfit in the closet. Some of y'all going home tonight and may not have a cooked meal. Daddy might be locked up. Mama might be on drugs. All of that is circumstantial. That's our situation. Let's not operate from our situation. Let's not operate from our circumstance. Let's imagine the person that we want to be. How would the person that I want to be handle this situation? I tell my wife that all the time when I'm trying to correct me. Because we all should aspire to be better. Nobody should ever be complacent and say, okay, I'm done trying to be great. I'm great right now. I don't have to do anything else. No, I'm going to always work. Always work. I'm going to always try to get better. I'm going to always try to be great. That requires work. Y'all can do it. I believe in all of y'all. I've watched y'all grow. I've watched everybody in here go from not being able to barely do a sit-up or a push-up or a jump rope or jab to now y'all getting it.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody in this.
Everybody.
Everybody.
But it is a process. It is a process. I guarantee you, if you stick with it, great things are going to happen. But it all starts up here, ladies and gentlemen. Guard your intake. Guard your program. Because the world is going to offer you every excuse in the world not to be great. The world is going to offer you every excuse in the world to be a bum and be full of shit and be locked down somewhere, broke and upset at everybody and feeling like the world owes you something.
But that's the easiest way to go too. That's the easiest route to take, is to let it cover you like that. That's the easiest way to go.
You owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself. Why not you?
Right.
Why not? Why? What is it? Why not? Why can't I be great?
Right.
Ask yourself that. What's stopping me from being great? Am I putting in everything that's in me? Am I giving it all? Am I giving it my 100%? Or am I just settling? Or am I just operating out of my situation and saying, well, my daddy ain't shit. You know, my mama on drugs. I'm supposed to be nothing.
Right.
I'm supposed to be a sucker. I'm supposed to quit. I'm surrounded by nothing. My neighborhood ain't what it's cracked up to be. My teachers talk to me like trash. Maybe I'm supposed to. No, that's situational. That's circumstances. This world, you are the author. You are the painter. If you're going to create a masterpiece, it's on you. It ain't on me. Only thing I can do is provide an opportunity with the mind. I can sharpen your tools. That's it. But it's up to you to use it. It's up to you to want it. I can want the best for y'all. I can want the best for you. I can want the best for you. But you know what happens? When it's time to wrap up, that tape and that gauze, put that mouthpiece in, under the top rope, what coach do?
Gotta get out.
Gotta get out of there.
Can't go there with you.
On your own.
I gotta get out. It's not on me anymore. It's not on mama. It's not on your opponent. Don't give a damn about what your coach had to say. He don't give a damn about what your grades were last week. He don't give a damn about the trouble that you got into at home for not doing your chores. He don't give a damn if you're not feeling good. He don't give a shit about none of that at the end of the day. So at the end of the day,
you win this way.
It doesn't matter. The fight does not stop because your circumstances.
Ain't nobody gonna say it.
It don't quit. It's time to eat. At the end of the day, I told Zion something that was very profound a couple of months ago. I said, you know what the difference is between wanting something and having to have something? And she answered it correctly.